Hello and welcome to another edition of Sik'ar Reviews, and I'm out at the park again. It's not as nice a day as I thought, as the tables are damp and there's water underneath the gazebos, and I thought it had time to dry up since yesterday, but nah, we're still pretty moist here, and well, it's a nice day though. I just didn't expect this much moisture. And I didn't expect to be fighting a dog the entire time. He's not behaving himself. So, anyways, today I'm bringing you this Room 101 San Andreas. This was a gift from Joel at Cigar Cartel C2. The San Andreas, I noticed they're out of stock at CI. I don't know if anybody else is carrying them at this moment. But it is a San Andreas wrapper with a Corojo binder and Honduran Corojo Criollo long fillers. It got a 90 rating from Cigar Aficionado. This is a Gordo 6x60. It's crafted by Camacho in their Honduran factory and blended by Matt Booth and Christian Iroa. So, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and give this the tests. Nothing off the wrapper. Mild sweetness off the foot. Kind of a chocolatey dry puff. Sounds like it's really dry, which is kind of surprising to me. Well, anyways, time to fire this up. Not much more I can check on it. Always make sure when you're leaving your house, check your fluid level. I did just before I left, and I was almost out of fluid, so I would not have been smoking this had I not checked. He yanked the leash away from me. It's not supposed to be windy here in the park, but it is today. It's supposed to be 2 miles per hour, and usually we're 10 to 15, so lots of pepper. That's about all I'm getting right now, is a very peppery taste. And I didn't get it lit all the way. Thanks to Moppy, who's wanting to bark at cop cars now. Between having problems with the wind keeping my lighter lit, oh, this is turning into a little bit of a nightmare. There, I got it fixed. And Moppy's barking and pulling, and sometimes it's not fun to have a service dog because you got to be with them all the time, and sometimes they just don't always work with you. Now, he is not trained as a seeing eye dog or a hearing dog. He's trained for seizures, so he doesn't always have the best control over barking, especially when outside. And some people don't understand that. He doesn't have to be as obedient as some of the higher trained dogs for things like vision, etc. He doesn't have to exactly stay put. It's preferable, but for some reason when he's bored at the park, he wants to bark at every single car, and there is that dog bit in him that has not been worked out. Stop it! Please! I really get irritated with him sometimes when he goes bark crazy. Doing a video doesn't help because I don't really want him barking in the background. He doesn't understand. I'm not getting all the smoke output I'd like from this, but so far it's quite tasty. Primary notes are cedar and pepper. Pretty heavy in the pepper, and I'm hoping that that mellows out. Well, anyways, I'll get into the halfway point here and I'll let you know how this has progressed, so see you shortly. Hello and welcome to the halfway point of this Room 101 San Andreas. And it's got, the pepper's died out a little bit, but it's still very peppery. There's some leather notes along with the cedar. Very mild though. I'm quite surprised by that. Other than the pepper, it's a fairly mild-bodied cigar. It is. It's. I don't know what time is it? Like 10:35. So I've been out here for about an hour and 20 minutes, which is a good long-burning cigar so far. At this point, I'm really enjoying this cigar, and I will get back to you in the final third and let you know how this progresses. Hello and welcome to the final third of this Room 101 San Andreas. I would recommend eating food with this as it's gotten a lot stronger, and I'm on an empty stomach. A lot of cedar taste, kind of getting some of that minty flavor in here, which comes from the really strong cedar. It's got some decent coffee notes as well. Sorry about that, I'm fighting noise all day. I'm almost 2.5 hours into the cigar. And, no, about 2 hours. About 2. Check the time. Yeah, it's coming up on almost 2 hours out here. Besides having to have the cigar trucks in the background, they're mowing the yard here too. Which they just mowed the other day, but it's growing like a weed out here. So I see the fact that it needs it. But I also, I decided to do the halfway even on, or final third, even on not to the final third. Not long ago, I had a group of about 12 people out here playing Pokemon Go, and surprisingly, there was a Pokemon supposedly on the table here. And it was kind of awkward having 9 people around me talking about Pokemon and trying to capture this Pokemon, and I'm like, just go away. And they're like, can you move your cigar somewhere else? And I'm like, no, I was here first. I'm sorry, I'm not moving it. It was kind of odd, but they captured their Pokemon and away they went over to the high school's bus depot, and they ended up going into the fence into where the buses are kept, which has no trespassing signs everywhere. So at least they went away. Anyways, this cigar is definitely a tasty smoke. I've thoroughly enjoyed every bit of it, and I'm very grateful that Joel sent me one. I appreciate that a lot. I'm also battling the sun and the fact that it's just damp around here, and the place I usually like to sit, which has a little more shade cover, isn't there. It's just too wet. So, but you know what? I've had a good day today. Even with Moppy barking at cars because I'm sitting too close to the road. So, anyways, with all that said, please add and subscribe. Leave questions, comments, feedback, suggestions. And if you've smoked this, go ahead and give your opinions underneath. Just try to keep it nice is all I ask. And, you know, as I said, I recommend this. So, enjoy every puff. Have a wonderful day.